Yo, what is up, everybody? My name is Jerome, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I just want to say, we did it. We finally did it, fam. After two regionals that went kind of bad, on the third attempt, we got it. Not only did we top 8, but we got third place. I went undefeated throughout the entire thing and lost in the final round against a Ishizu player, but he was really good. He was a really good player. He just destroyed me, all thanks to one card. He actually opened up this one card in both games. It's actually a hand trap that I didn't expect to see. It's honestly a hand trap that's ranked pretty bad amongst all the other hand traps, but I mean, it kicked my ass. So anyways, I'm not going to mention what the hand trap is right yet, but in another video I'll talk more about it. And just wanted to go ahead and share the deck profile of what got me third place. And before I go through it all, I just want to say a huge shout out to my boy Francisco. Thank you so much. He basically helped me set up how I was going to do the angle of my camera. He went over how it works on remote duels, because I never did it before. So he walked me through it. He showed me how to register for it and all that good stuff. So, you know, thanks a lot, Francisco. You're the man. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this deck profile. So yeah, I played 3 Rhino Heart, 3 Sharon, 3 Hobness, 3 Merly, 2 Albaz, 3 Alubers, 1 Albion, 1 at Libidum. I kind of wish I cut this card. It never came up, not even once. Tragedy, 2 Libellion, 3 Magnamut, 2 Jurisworm, and 2 Sarnier. So during my playtests with my friend Francisco, I noticed that when I was only playing 1 Sarnier and 3 Jurisworm, I realized that the Jurisworm was kind of useless. It never really came up as much, and instead Sarnier was a more essential card over Jurisworm, because I'm milling a lot, I'm sending things to the graveyard, I need things to activate when it gets to the graveyard. This doesn't do anything, but Sarnier does. Sarnier is a key player. In fact, Sarnier was so good that honestly it was probably tied for the second best Bystial monster in the deck. Obviously Magnamut's number 1, but Sarnier and Libellion, man, it was like neck and neck. I couldn't really decide which one was actually doing better, because Sarnier was feeding me lots of plays, and I'll go into that later. 3 King of the Swamp, this is another thing. I think I wasn't playing 3, and when I played against my friend, I realized that I need to play 3 of these because I need to see these more often than not. 3 Keldo, 3 Medora. I do not play any of the mill cards because the mill cards help out other decks, and I don't want that to happen. And instead, I just want to play the guys that shuffle back to stop my player, to stop the opponents from doing anything. So if they mill my deck, that helps me, and that actually happened. So it works out. 3 planets, 1 terraforming, 1 instant fusion, 1 foolish burial, 3 branded fusions, 3 branded openings, 1 branded red, 1 branded regain, 3 polys. This is another thing I changed. I was playing 2 at first, but I was like, if I'm playing 3 King of Swamps, I need to play a 3rd poly. And then I did 2 super polys. Also another change, I think I was doing the Edgent package. I didn't like it, and I was like, I think I need super poly to get over if I was playing against Sprite. Sadly, I didn't see a single super poly throughout the entire tournament, so big L there. But 1 branded beast, branded banishment, and branded retribution. So Sarnier, why it was so important is because I'm milling so many cards. A lot of the times branded fusion would get sent to the graveyard. Well, if Sarnier is just so happen to get sent to the graveyard via, you know, being able to be discarded from branded opening or Sheeran, or you know, even using it as a fusion material, if it gets sent to the graveyard, I can send branded retribution. Gets sent to the graveyard, I can banish it to get back a branded fusion to then go into a lot of branded plays and all that kind of good stuff. So this card literally has won me so many games throughout that entire regionals because of that combo. So Sarnier, that's what I'm saying, he might be the second best Bystial monster in this specific deck, just because he has a huge he has a, you know, he's like limitless. I mean, being able to do that is insane, and that's not even including cards like Brandon and White if you wanted to go that route. So honestly, if I was to play this again, I would actually cut out either the 3rd Jerusalem for a 3rd Sarnier, or just cut out Ad Libidum, because Ad Libidum did absolutely nothing. Like, it was just a waste of a card in the deck. So that would be the 2 changes I would make, is replace this with something whether that be a third Sarnier or cut this now and replace it with a third Sarnier. But either way, ad libitum has got to go. Something else has got to be replaced with that. Other than that, everything else was great in the main deck. I mean, it just worked phenomenally. Going over to this side deck, I did one Skull Ladybug, just in case if it came down to time, which it happened a lot, but I never side deck this card in because I tend to go first on the last game, and I pretty much just made Masquerade, and that pretty much gave me the win. Necro Banshee, this actually came up, thankfully. It gave me the win against Fluwunderies with the 2 Zombie Worlds. 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 Twin Twisters. Never seen them. Raigekis, I've seen Raigeki, and that actually gave me the win against Flu as well, which was very nice. 3 Dark Rulers, I didn't see a single one. And Triple Tactics, which I actually saw that, which is pretty lucky. The extra deck, 1 Kick Hallows, 1 Kaleido Heart, 1 Rukalos, 1 Mud Dragon, and you got your Predaplant, and then you got your Garura, 1 Guardian Chimera, 1 Grapha, 1 Dairy Queen, 1 Masquerade. I think before I was playing 2, but I realized that the second one never comes up, so I went back down to 1. 1 Mirror Jade, 1 Lebellion, 2 Albions, and then the Abyss Dweller for any of the tier matchups. Sadly, I was never really able to go into Abyss Dweller because my opponents always let me resolve Branded Opening or Branded Fusion, so couldn't really go into Abyss Dweller, not at all, but I never really needed it. I was able to pretty much beat over everything with all the other monsters, so would I keep this in here? Possibly. But I'm not too sure, man. Maybe going with like Dark would probably be better, just because you can get back someone in Maximum or something like that. But yeah, but overall, that was the entire deck. My matchups real quick were first round Tier Ishizu, Kashtira. It was Tier Ishizu Kashtira. It was pretty close round. Yeah, the first game was really close, but I ended up winning. And then game 2, he only had 1 play. I had 1 Magma in my hand. I stopped his 1 play, and then pretty much he had nothing else, and I pretty much was just able to go off and win. Game 2, I was playing against the Draco Slayer Pendulum deck. I got the first game, then in game 2, he had like something happened with his camera in his system. So unfortunately for him, it stopped working, which kind of sucks because he was like midway through his combo, and I really want to see what his inboard is because I never played against Draco Slayer. So unfortunately, everything on his end just stopped working. So I guess per rules, like you have to give the win to the other person if your stuff like breaks, because what if you were to stack your deck and stuff, you know, no one would know. So got that one. Then third round was Sprite Adamantipator. I ended up winning against that. That was a pretty close game. Game 4 was against another Sprite deck, but this one was pure Sprite hand traps with Bystials, or I guess Bystial Sprite, which was very difficult. I thought I was going to lose in game 1, but I actually came back and won because I top decked Sournir, dude. I top decked Sournir. I had Branded Beast already activated on the field, and I had a Lebellion in graveyard. My opponent used everything. They had no cards in hand, no cards on the field. They had monsters, but Mirror Jade's effect on the interface wiped their monsters, so they had absolutely nothing. They were top decking. I was top decking with the Branded Beast on the field. I drew Sournir, summoned Sournir, tributed it for Lebellion. Sournir's effect, Retribution to get Branded Fusion back, and then the rest was history. So game 2, they won, and in game 3, I ended up winning because of time, because Masquerade just burns. So yeah. Game 5 was against Fluwunderies. He just had D-Shifter and the opening hand, and he beat me. Game 2, I luckily opened up. No, I was going first, so I pretty much was able to get Mirror Jade down. I think he ended up bricking, so we went right into game 3, which he went first, had his whole combo. I draw, I had Raigeki, wiped the monsters, then Branded Fusion, did all that stuff, and the rest was history at that point. Game 6, which is the final round, only 6 rounds, but still, it was very tough. The entire tournament was really tough. The very last round was against Tier Ishizu with the hand trap. It was 3 hand trap, 3 copies of this 1 hand trap. Not going to go into it just yet because I kind of want to play it myself because it was pretty saucy, man. He got, you know, that 1 hand trap. I would say it's not D-Shifter. It's a lower hand trap that no one really plays. And that 1 hand trap gave him the win in both games because it literally stopped me from playing the game. I was like, dude, there's nothing I can do. And I was like, that's how he basically went throughout the entire tournament. Winning was because no one expected that 1 hand trap. And it's freaking genius. So good on him for that. But overall, I had a great experience doing it. Like I said, 3rd place, and I couldn't be any more happier than that. especially after taking 8 years from this game, coming back and within a year of getting back into the game, being able to top regionals, it does feel great. And yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.